Hey, ladies. Okay, so there was a story out about some Black women who lost their jobs because they, quote, attended Afrotech. I'm going to show you the video. I do want to thank my subby. I'm not going to say your real name on here, but I do want to thank my subby for sending me this information. And then after that, I started seeing more videos about the things that were happening at Afrotech. I will say right now, I am saving my controversial comments for the things I cannot say on YouTube broadcast that's going to happen actually on Zoom on December 16th, because there are things that I can't say on YouTube that I have to say to you ladies. But I'm going to say a couple of things after we watch the video of this young lady here. So let me put her up here so you can fully see her. And this is on LinkedIn itself. So let's hear.
Black women being laid off for attending Afrotech? Let's talk about it. One of the things that I love most about Afrotech was the community element of meeting with beautiful, intelligent Black women, like the two beauties who are in this photo with me.
And I can agree with that. I can agree that there most likely was Black excellence at Afrotech, but that wasn't the only thing that was at Afrotech this year. But let's keep listening.
Now, what I'm about to say is not about them. So, I'm in a community where Black women share, and I saw this message last week. She says, "This is a safe space, and I know y'all would understand." And then she goes on to talk about being let go from her job for attending Afrotech. What I love about this, though, is she talks about the risk she knew she was taking and that she would do it over and over again. That speaks to how important these communities are. So while I don't know the nuance of the situation with the previous woman, I certainly thought it was an isolated incident until I got this text with another woman mentioning that she was ironically laid off from Afrotech. Now, she does call out that there were things happening in HR, layoffs were already happening, but she had no indication. So in her previous message, she cited that she had no issues. I don't know if she lived in an at-will state. Obviously, I have an HR background, so people can lay you off for any number of reasons. But it is ironic that it was right after Afrotech. Now I'm popping this photo up again, number one, because it's cute, but number two, because I want to take a second and speak about why events like Afrotech are so important. So many people had thoughts and opinions on my video about Afrotech being unprofessional, or why was it dancing, or why was there this and why was there that. Let me make this inextricably clear. We do not have spaces in corporate America where we can just be. Full stop. That is why events.
I was about to say something, but I'm going to save it for the broadcast. I'm going to save it for the broadcast on December 16th. All I could say is if you all want to come, the Zoom link will be on your YouTube and you can go to bwmakingmoney.com. But let's continue listening to what this young lady is saying.
Like these are so important. And when you think about women knowingly taking the risk to attend these conferences, that even more solidifies why events like Afrotech are so important. I'm not saying that they're better than any other community. However, as a Black woman, I'm unapologetically rooting for Black people. That doesn't mean I'm not rooting for other people, but it does mean I'm rooting for Black people. We need events like Afrotech because Black women are risking it all just to simply be in community and in safe places with people who look like them and understand the nuance of their identity.
Okay, so that was what was said on LinkedIn. There were people in the comment section saying all sorts of things. A lot of it was in support of the young ladies who were apparently let go because they attended Afrotech. I have some controversial things to say about this. I will say one thing that I said to my subby here for all of you right now, and that is that uh, we don't know why these individuals were let go from their jobs. And before you get on LinkedIn typing, we're talking about you being on LinkedIn with your name, your government name, most likely with your employers looking at your LinkedIn. Before you get in typing in the comments section about these things, take a step back and think, are the is this something that I want to have go up the ranks of my corporate job over. Okay. I'm going to talk more about this again on December 16th when we have our conversation about the things I can't say on YouTube, because I do have some controversial things to say about this. But put in the comments what you think about this. And yeah, we'll talk a lot more about it on Zoom though next week, because I want to hear what you have to say. I think this is an important conversation for us to have. I am going to pull out some other videos and other things that were happening at Afrotech as well this year. And granted, it was not all of Afrotech. I personally support Afrotech and the things that I've seen. But there were some shenanigans that were happening at Afrotech as well. I'm not saying that the people who were let go were part of the shenanigans. I am not saying that at all. But I do think that it is important for us to take a step back and yeah, let's have a conversation about it. All right, ladies, I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like the live stream.